So we compared the cookies with, these are the ones with butter, and these are with just shortening, and these are half.
We are using 3/4 cup 3 times to put 2 1/4 cup of flour into the small bowl right here. This is 2/4 cup of flour.
We are putting 1 teaspoon of baking soda in the bowl with the flour.
We are adding 1 teaspoon of salt into our mixture of baking soda and flour.
We are going to soften our 1 cup of butter. We're going to put our softened butter into a large bowl.
We are adding 3/4 cup of sugar with the butter.
I'm scooping and packing 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Dumping the brown sugar in a large bowl with the butter and sugar.
I'm pouring 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract into our bowl.
I'm going to beat these mixtures together until creamy.
I'm going to crack this egg into this bowl and pour it into our creamy mixture.
We added the egg, we're going to beat it until creamy again.
We will gradually add our dry ingredients with the wet ingredients.
Pouring 2 cups of chocolate chip into our mixture. We're adding our 2nd cup of chocolate chips to the mixture. We've made 1 large cookie so that we can cut it into multiple 3-inch cookies.
Our cookies are in the oven. We decided to make our packaging, and we're using a clear plastic wrap for the protector, the outside of the cookies, so that the customers can see it and they are more interested in them, and they can see the nutrition label and everything, and they are more interested in buying it because it's easy transportation. It's not like a big giant box. And for the bottom, the base, what holds the structure together, is a clear wrap, and when it's all put together it looks like this. And then you stack your cookies up, and then you tie it on the top, and we'll show that later, but first we're going to go check on our cookies. Okay, so for the base of our cookies and then our nutrition label, we filled it all out and double checked it like a million times. And we're going to glue this to the bottom of our base so that it's easy to see. And our cookies are still in the oven. And then we're just going to glue it to our... Okay, so after your nutrition label is glued on, you can clearly see it and read everything. And our cookies are still in the oven, so we can't exactly put them in here right now. But once we get out of the oven, we will show our food processing and how we put it in here, which is really easy. But after the cookies are in, then you make it all nice and neat. I decided to use blue and gold because those are Joe and Joy's favorite colors. And once you tie them on, then you'll be ready to go. And then you can send them to Joy and Joe, and they will taste them. And then, okay, so for your questions were describe the process your team used to make the cookies. So that was pretty simple. We have our steps in the video, and we just simply did everything the directions asked us, and yeah. And then identify any hazards or concerns we had making the project.
We had, when we were cracking the eggs, some of the eggshells had fallen in, but we had gotten them out. So.
And hair is a big one, so we just made sure to have all of the long hair in ponytails. And then another one of your questions was explain your packaging and how it will be used to market and promote your product.
We will have the name of Joy, and she is the main part of it because it is Joy's Joyful Cookies. And we have our nutrition label on the bottom so that they can read it, and the bag is easy to hold and carry. So.
And we think that the packaging will promote the product because you will be able to see the cookies and everything, and you can tell that there's not going to be anything bad in there. And if it is a bad cookie, they can see that and they don't have to buy it. And for our cost, we decided about 96 cents a cookie, so that would be $2.88 a package, which we think is really cheap. And we think that these cookies will be great, and that Joy and Joe will be. So we think that if Joy and Joe have cookies, they'll be very delighted because they can have an extra product that sums up and helps go with all their products that they already have, which is cheese, butter, and milk. And milk, of course, makes ice cream, so I think that will be a great product to use, especially chocolate chip cookies, because they are a homemade recipe that Joy's great-grandmother made. And we think that these cookies will be amazing, and we had fun with it.
This is the final product.